Hello everyone, it's me again, Risky Boots, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Risky Boots, and I'm here with some amazing leaks from El Chico Eevee himself. We're here on El Chico Eevee's page, and it is very rare. We have not done this in like I think a year, where we've actually been on El Chico Eevee's page. If you haven't, El Chico Eevee's like Twitter page is right here. Follow him. I take no credit for this. El Chico Eevee. It's like him and one other person who are like really good at like doing Pokemon leaks, and so I don't really report this stuff unless it is like really confirmed. And I remember I was making a video about this, I think like 2 days ago or something like that. And then I stopped because I was like, well, this part isn't confirmed. It's like a rumor. But then the like multiple people dropped the source, and I trust El Chico Eevee, and I recommend you follow him. So it's right up here. All right, so let's get started. All right, so if you go down, all right, El Chico Eevee has some other highlights. I won't talk about those because I want you to go to his page, check out his stuff. But here, so Latios and Latios, the entire moveset got leaked. The entire moveset. And so these are the data mine leaks. And so things are subject to change, but let's look at this stuff. So he has it in English and in Spanish. So first off is Levitate. Levitate says when this Pokemon uses a move, its movement speed is increased for a short time. Similarly, when Latios is nearby, this Pokemon's movement speed is increased. When Latios is on the same team as this Pokemon is able to fly to Latios, and this ability goes down after trigger. Oh, so it seems like they're supposed to be together. So if they're next to each other, they'll fly to each other. That's kind of cute. That's really cool. When Latios is on the same team as this Pokemon, I wonder if they get like a boost. Also, I will say like I have not seen these leaks at all. So this is my first time reading the moveset. So I'm going into this blind. It's my blind review. All right, looks like this is the first move. So Confusion has the user release a weak telekinetic force in a designated direction, dealing damage and applying a slowing effect to the opposing Pokemon it hits. Why are there so many slows in this game? Like, I don't understand. I think what Psyduck has like what Confusion 2, and like he hits people and they get slowed or like stunned. I don't know. Cause like in people's basic attack, it's just too many slows in this game. I don't know why there's a slow. I would like this better if there was like, they lower their special defense, something like that, or like lower their attack. I'm just tired of slows. It's kind of played out. Let's do something different. Swift. All right. It says has the user shoot star-shaped rays across a large area in a designated direction, dealing damage to the opposing Pokemon it hits. Okay. Just like the Eevees. So he gets Swift too. Kind of lazy. I wish it was more like, because Latios and Latios are psychic dragon Pokemon. So I feel like it would have been cool if they got like, I don't know, maybe like, because he got Confusion, so maybe like Dragon Breath, or like something small, like what's a small dragon move, like Twister or something like that. I think that kind of would have been cool. All right, so Latios, and Latios is the offensive one of the two. Okay, so Latios. Okay, Luster Purge. Luster Purge is its signature move. Has the user let loose a ball of light after a set amount of time has passed, or if the move is used again, the ball of light will release all at once, dealing damage to the opposing Pokemon it hits and marking them. Ooh, it's a mark. The user and any Latios on the user's team deal increased damage to the mark opposing Pokemon. So why they put any Latios on the user's team? Okay. I see what this is. The user and any Latios on the user's team. So Latios and Latios. So this will do more damage if Latios. It will do more damage for Latios only. So I read this as your whole team does damage to this Pokemon increase, but this is just Latios. Okay. Upgrade. Increase the duration of the opposing marks. Okay. So it marks them. Oh, I kind of want to see what it looks like. So it's just like a big old giant like burst of light. I think this is a psychic move in the game. I don't know. All right, let's see Dragon Pulse. Okay, we got Dragon Pulse here. So Dragon Pulse, it says after the user learns this move, it gains Eon power. Whenever it defeats a wild Pokemon or knocks out a Pokemon on the opposing team. After you lose this move, it gains Eon power, whatever. Okay, so I guess this comes with the passive built in. Okay, so Eon power. Okay, so Eon power. It says this move has the user dash to a designated location that makes its next basic attack a boosted attack. Okay, if the user hits in a Pokemon with the boosted attack, it gains Eon power. Okay, what does Eon power do? This boosted attack will also release a telekinetic projectiles which deal damage. The more Eon power this Pokemon accumulates, the more projectiles are released, and the more damage they deal. Okay, so this is more of a basic attack build. This Dragon Pulse seems like a dash, actually, for like getting close range and hitting things. Okay, upgrade. It says telekinetic projectiles deal additional damage to the opposing Pokemon for equal to the set percentage of their max health. Oh, so it scales based off their HP. So this lets him kind of peel down those tanky people. Okay, I'm not mad. This one's interesting. I'm not mad at this one. Telekinesis. Okay, this must be a support move. Telekinesis. Has the user release psychic power in the designated direction, dealing damage and applying a slowing effect to the opposing Pokemon. More slows. Why? Maybe this is like to slow people so he can get the basic attacks off. All right. Okay, so psychic power dealing damage. Okay. If the user hits an opposing Pokemon with this move, the move can be used again to unleash the psychic power at the designated location, dealing damage to it. Okay, if the second Pokemon hit by this move is different than the first, the two Pokemon are pulled to each other and left unable to act as they collide. Oh, it's like a shackle effect. If the second Pokemon is hit by this move, is the same as the first, it is okay. So pretty much, if it hits one Pokemon, it's stunned. If it hits two Pokemon, it pulls them together and they're both stunned. Strengthening the slowing effect applies this move. Why are we giving it a slow? Okay. The last one is Draco Meteor. This looks like maybe it's Unite move. After the user learns the move, it gains Eon power whenever it deals damage to wild Pokemon or knocks out a Pokemon on the opposing team. This move has users summon down comets into the designated area, dealing damage to the opposing Pokemon which they hit. If this move hits a Pokemon on the opposing team, it gains Eon power. Okay. The more Eon power the user has accumulated, the more comets are summoned and the more damage they deal. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Sephiroth. Wow. Okay. Comets deal additional damage to the opposing Pokemon equal to the set amount of percent of their max health. So it scales on HP and it scales based off Eon power. Okay. Wow. That's a lot. Okay. Wow. I don't know what to say about that one. That's kind of scary. Like, I hope that's a Unite move. No, that's not a Unite move. That's just a regular move. He just has Draco Meteor in his move. Wow, that's a lot. The last one is the Unite move is Eon Blast. Has the user aim at the target? Has the user aim at the designated opposing Pokemon and charge power before releasing a pulse, dealing damage. Okay, so it has the user aim at a designated Pokemon. Okay, so it's like an aiming target. And then it charges power, so it's like building a ability, and it's like a charging of a Kamehameha and then releasing it. Okay, the user's move cooldown immediately resets. The user's moves cooldowns are immediately reset and reduced for a short amount of time. Okay, so it resets all your moves. Okay, if Latias is also aiming its Unite move at the designated Pokemon, the pulses stack and explode. Oh my God. What? So like if you just get focused, Lord, man. Okay, this is kind of cool, but Jesus, imagine being on the other end of this. Oh my God. Like just aim at Zacian. All right. Eon Blast. Okay. So that was Latios. So let's look at Latias. Hopefully there's something for Latias. Yes, there's Latias down here. Okay, so let's look at Latias and moveset. Hopefully, so Latias is in competitive. I think in Scarlet and Violet, Latios was used for a little bit. Latias has been used throughout Pokemon in the other regions. I don't know if it was like Black and White, but Latias has seen a little bit more play than Latios because of its bulkiness. And you know, sometimes being able to hit things hard just isn't good enough. You need to be able to like, you know, be a little tanky. But I think Cresselia probably just trumps everything. When they add Cresselia to this game, woo, because they already had a Dark Route, why not add Cresselia? And also, look, while I'm on that, I feel like we have a lot of legendary Pokemon in this game. Like, what about just normal Pokemon? All right, so it says when this Pokemon's, okay, this Pokemon, so its passive is Levitate. Okay, so when this Pokemon uses a move, its movement speed is increased for a short amount of time, okay? It's starting to remind me of Raichu. Similarly, when Latios is nearby, this Pokemon's movement speed is increased. Okay, so when it's next to Latios, it gets decreased movement speed. When Latios is on the same team as this Pokemon can fly to Latios. Oh, that's nice. Oh, wow. Okay, wait. I'm reading this right now. Can they just like fly to each other across the screen? Like, I'm wondering about that. Like it's like, oh, I'm on my way. Woo! Like I wonder if they can just like this Pokemon can just fly to Latios. Like they can just like go places together. First move, Confusion. Has the user, is this the same as last one? Has the user release a weak to negative force slow? Okay, Confusion's same. Shoots a blast and it slows them. I hate the slow. Why? Swift, same. Has you shoot a star-shaped ray across large area dealing damage to your opponent. Okay, so same. They both have Swift and Confusion. All right, Mist Ball. So the other one had Luster Purge. This one has Mist Ball. Mist Ball is its signature move, allowing it to like turn invisible and like make a fog. Has the user released a misty-like flurry of down? Wait, has the user released a mist-like flurry of down in a designated direction? It's kind of maybe a typo. Dealing damage and applying a slowing effect and marking the opponent that's hit. Okay. After a set amount of time, if the move is used again, the flurry bursts and creates its own mist. The opposing Pokemon take damage and receive a slowing effect, and they are marked. Opposing Pokemon deal increased damage. Okay. Marked opposing Pokemon deal decreased damage. So they do, okay, this is nice. If either Latios or Latios deals damage to the marked Pokemon, to the opposing Pokemon, in the duration of the Pokemon remains mark increase. So if either Latios or Latios deal damage to the marked opposing Pokemon, the duration those Pokemon remain marked increase. Okay, so what this means in English is that this mark, as they keep getting hit over and over again, the mark stays on them. That's what it means. Increase the duration of the mark on the Pokemon. So Latios increases its damage towards, they take more damage. Latios reduces their damage. Latios increases the amount of damage they take. Okay. Dragon Pulse. All right, so Dragon Pulse. Okay, so we got Dragon Pulse again. So Dragon Pulse. After the user learns move, it gains Eon power. Whenever it defeats a wild Pokemon, okay, we know that. It says this move has the user generate a beam in a designated direction, dealing damage to the opposing Pokemon. Opposing Pokemon hit and restoring the user's HP. Okay, so this one heals it. This Dragon Pulse heals it. If the user hits the opposing Pokemon with this move, it gains Eon power, okay? This move also releases telekinetic projectiles, which deal damage. The more, okay, so this one also has telekinetic projectiles, but this one also heals, okay? I wonder if Latios is going to be a defender and Latios will be an attacker. Dragon Cheer. Whoa, that's a new move. That's a new move. Dragon Cheer just got released. Has the user rally the designated ally Pokemon and gaining, I guess, additional basic attack damage. This move can be used again to rally the second designated ally Pokemon. If the second usage is the same ally Pokemon as first, the user also flies to that Pokemon and rallies itself. Okay. Also grants the Pokemon a shield. Okay. So pretty much it boosts additional basic attack damage. So Dragon Cheer, so what you do is you Dragon Cheer your Latios as he goes in and he attacks him with his Dragon Pulse, and he does more basic attack damage. All right. This is cute. I like this. Wait, did we not do Dragon Breath before? Did we not do Dragon Breath? What was that? Dragon Pulse? Oh, Dragon Pulse. Sorry, guys. Dragon Pulse, Dragon Cheer, Dragon Breath. There we go. After the user learns this move, it gains Eon power. Okay, we know what that does. This move has user excel a mighty gust designated at the designated direction, dealing damage to the opposing Pokemon it hits and decreasing their special defense. Okay, so this does special attack damage. This is confirmed. If this move hits a Pokemon on the opposing team, it also gains Eon power. Okay, the more Eon power the Pokemon the user has accumulated, the greater the move's attack range and damages. Okay, so it just lowers the special defense, and then looks like it may, like, what is, like, and just does damage. It does tick damage as long as it doesn't slow. Oh, there it is right there at the bottom. Upgrade applies a slowing effect. There it is. There, I was like, as long as it doesn't slow, I'm fine. Oh, there is the slow. Okay, let's see. So Unite move, Mist Blast. Ooh, has the user aim at the designated opposing Pokemon in charge. Okay, so it's like another Kamehameha. Okay, so the user's cooldown is immediately reset for a short amount of time. Okay, If Latios is also aiming, this move does stacking damage and then explodes. Jesus, man. Okay, wow. You know, brother and sister, right? Besties. Wow. These guys are like, are good. These guys are like really strong. I hope these Pokemon are like released on the exact same day, because that would make no sense considering how half of their kit can't be used without the other. And also I'm curious to see how this levitate works, how they can like, can they fly to each other on the other end of the screen? And also like Draco Meteor just looks busted. Let me see. Latios has like, not, is it telekinesis he has? Telekinesis allows him to unleash another slowing effect. Oh, telekinesis is one that makes them collide together. Wait, what's the one that like, is it Dragon Pulse? Dashes to the designated direction. Yeah, okay. So his Dragon Pulse, I had to confirm, is a dash and does boosted basic attacks. Latias's Dragon Pulse is a, okay, let's see. The user generates a beam and restores. Okay, so this one's just a heal, and also it is a slow. Okay, so just all the slows. So Latios may be a support. It may be a support Pokemon. It may not actually be out here doing damage. I don't know. Overall, I'm not mad about it. I do say this is a little bit too many slows for my liking. I do like the fact that they need each other, so this takes up 2 slots. And so I wonder how these two will work without each other. Latios, the blue one, Latios seems very, very focused on doing a lot of damage, which I like. And so I'm curious to see how much, because he can't heal himself. I'm curious to see how much health he has, if he can actually fight. And Latios definitely seems a little bit more like a ranged support, not really in the fight. Considering how, you know, Latios is very shy and, you know, like very, you know, comforting. I like this. It seems like it's true to the characters. Much better than Suicune, because I did not like Suicune's release. All right, guys. So that's all I have really pretty much for, you know, this video. Let me know what you guys think about it. I'm excited for it. I think these guys will most likely be the Pokemon Unite's like 4th like anniversary, or like, you know, birthday. So I hope they come out pretty soon. I mean, I want to play them day one, but I guess you need a partner to do that. So if you are looking for a partner, let me know. That being said, you guys, I'll see you guys later. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.